Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are doing a classic look using some CLE De Peau products. So if you'd like to see that, please keep watching. Today we'll be focusing on two of their new eye colors. We've got 309 and also 308. I'm also using a cream blush, number 3. It's got a nice warm tone to it, really complementary to the next item, which I'll be using is the Legend Lipstick 103. And I'm going to show you all of these in action. Make sure you stay till the end where I kind of revisit these and prioritize them for you. So if you'd like to see that, please keep watching. I've already used this Sheer Fluid Veil with SPF 21 in it. I'm also testing out the Radiant Fluid Foundation that is in 040. So if you're interested in that whole foundation, let me know. I also use the Honey Concealer and also the corrector for eyes, and that one is in the shade Mocha. So again, let me know if you want to see how that's all applied. I also powdered and have a little bronzer on. I'll list the items below that I used. Let's go in with eyes first. And this is 309. So you can see it has some warmth to it, some shimmer. Really beautiful going on. I don't get any creasing with this. These come with a little brush. It's got a sponge side, which I think would be great for darker colors. I might use that under my eyes. And then a brush. So I can show you. We'll do one eye with it. So I'm using the little brush here, and I'm applying it with that brush. It takes a little bit longer to do it this way just because I think I feel like I have less control using this brush rather than just using my finger. I'm bringing it up pretty high. So there is the difference between the two. Again, it has like a really warm tone in there. So this is of course beautiful on brown eyes, but also if you have blue eyes, I think this would be really pretty. I saw Monica Blender use this in a live Instagram when she went to Neiman Marcus in San Francisco. She used this on someone. So that's what brought my attention to it, because I saw her use it, and I think she just used her fingers from what I can recall, and she kind of just patted it on like this. It's really, really pretty. You can build this up, you can shear it out. So I'm going to add a little bit more to just the eyelid area. Yeah, I've worn this several times already, especially to events. It's just really quick and easy, looks put together, especially once I add the lip here. So that is this. Cannot highly recommend this one enough. I love that color. I also got the lighter color, 308. I don't use this one as much, but I'll use it. Here it is. Here's the color, by the way, sorry. So it's kind of like an iridescent shell color, just the slightest bit of peachy pink in there. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and go under my brow bone. So again, just the slightest shimmer. Reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter a little bit, not the intensity of it, but the quality of the shimmer is similar in that it's very refined. So there we go. I'm just going to put this on the center of my eyelid. I'm going to take that little sponge. I don't usually use the applicators that come along with this, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to use the sponge because I want to apply it right under the lash line and kind of fade it out a little. That way you can see how intense it can get by using it concentrated. I like to just define this edge because it gets a little fuzzy on my eye shape. So if I can pack some color on there, especially in that corner, that helps. I'm going to add a little bit of blue eyeliner, and you'll see that that's going to make a difference quite a bit. This is the Midnight in Paris Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and I've been using this really in the waterline recently. So I'm just adding this to the waterline, and then I'm going to kind of smoke it out a little bit on the bottom. But this really adds to the combination, I think. They work really well together. Just kind of drawing out the triangle here. So you can see that lifts the eye a little bit. So again, it's not black, it's not brown, but it helps those brown eyes pop a little bit. It just enhances that a little bit. And I'm just gonna add a little wing here, some mascara tight line, and I'll be right back when I'm done. So back with mascara and a wing liner there. I just really built on what I just started earlier in terms of the navy, and then I added navy as well. I did add a bit of the Shu Uemura palette that I have in this navy color, and went over the eyeliner with that, the black one. And that is the Shu palette. I'm taking 309 on an eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna pat it on for some more intensity right here. So that little brush is nice, but you know, a brush works really well, and then you can see the warmth a little bit better there. And there's a little bit more reflective quality. So you can use your fingers like I did, but if you want an intensity to the color, I think for evening this is really nice. I think for the daytime, which is what I've been doing, just patting it on with your finger is great. Also depending on your skin tone, like how tan you are, or the shade of your eyes, I think you can decide how best to use this for what you're looking for. But you can go from sheer to more intense like this. Just get more intensity with a brush. Okay, now let's go in with the blush. I haven't tried this yet, actually. I've had so many new makeup purchases recently, so I'm gonna have to really try and see if I can do 2 videos a week, but we're gonna use number 3. The other shades had cool tones in them, and I thought this would be a nice one because the lipstick I'm gonna use has a bit of warmth in there, so I didn't want them to compete. So again, just using my fingers to tap that in. I've already bronzed a bit as well, so that's already in place. And I did powder a little bit here, so this is working well on top of powder as well. Really pretty. I expect nothing less from CLE DE PEAU. My expectations of this line are quite high, mostly because the price tag is high. I've not yet been disappointed by anything I've purchased from them. We're gonna go in with the Legend 103. This is the one, if you follow Monica Blunder, if you follow Gemma Chan, you know that this lipstick is used a lot on her. So when she's got that red lip on, this is it. So I'm gonna try it on. I wasn't sure this was going to work because I think she's 0.30 in her foundation, or 20 even, 20 or 30, something like that. So she's about 2 shades lighter than me. Also, her skin tone looks a little bit different than mine. Wasn't sure, but I'm gonna show you how this looks because I was pleasantly surprised. Really creamy going on. The shape of this helps because it contours your lips as well. It especially helps along the edges if you're not applying this with a brush because it's tapered on the end there. As you know, I'm not a fan of bright colors, red lips, anything like that, but I love this one. I've worn this to many evening events at this point, and I found that it doesn't bleed, and also when you eat, it fades really nicely. So you don't have to worry about patchiness or anything like that. I'm just looking for a little brush here, little powder brush, big powder brush, I guess, okay. So here we are, final look. These are my thoughts on these products. First of all, I love all of these together. So I am not a fan of bright lip colors, but this is just stunning. I mean, this is, I haven't really compared with any, so I can't compare it with other reds for you, but I know that I love this one as a bright lipstick. It has just a hint of warmth. I think what my mistake was is I was going for blue-based reds, and while they look really great on your teeth, I think because I have warm tones in my skin, this just has the slightest warmth in there. Let me swatch it for you. I don't think I swatched it for you. So there it is. I just cannot say enough about this color. I've also muted it down with a Marc Jacobs like coppery color. So I can show you that maybe in another video, but that kind of mutes it down just in the slightest, but you still get that impact of this lipstick. The wear is really beautiful. It has that nice satiny finish. If you haven't tried this lipstick, I would try this one just because its color is so different than anything else that I have. And I think when it comes to nudes, you have so many other choices. Reds, I think, are hard to find. I think it's hard to find a good red. You've seen me try. I've tried some liquid red lipsticks. I just haven't had luck, but I love this one. So out of all of these, that is my most exciting product that I have. And that one really changes the whole look of your makeup. I think it brings that classic piece back to this. I could have gone neutral on the lips, but I think you just wouldn't have had the same overall effect. I think that's what makes it look really, really classic. I've been after a red classic lip for as long as I can remember. I've never found one until this one. So if you were looking for a classic red, you've had trouble, try this one because I cannot say enough about this color. So I love it. The next one is the eye color. So I would go with 309. It's just so pretty. I mean, you can see that warmth coming through. All of these things are tied together nicely. The eyeshadow and then that blush color and then the lip. I think they just work really beautifully together. And then the next thing I would go for is this blush, because that is really beautiful too. If you're looking for a cream blush, I love cream products when it starts to get warmer. So I think that's why I'm gravitating towards those things. It went on really easily. If you don't like to take a lot of time and still have it look good, I think that's great. It's very subdued. Because I haven't been wearing blush lately, I'm good with that. It looks like just a flush of color. It doesn't look like I'm wearing blush, makeup blush. I think it looks like just a nice flush of color. Now this is very nice. It doesn't really have that much of a, I mean, you can see it, but I have other things like it. So I just wanted to experiment with you and see if it works as a highlighter. It does. It's a really nice product. It's creamy, but then it kind of dries down. So I didn't really highlight on this one, but I think this is a nice, it's just a nice job of that if you want to do that with this product. But this would be my one that you don't have to have because there's so many other things out there that do that. So I would go with lipstick first, then this eye color, then the blush, and then this color. Again, if you want to see the face products on that I tried, the illuminating veil and the concealers and the foundation, yeah, I haven't seen a CLE De Peau product I don't like yet. So let me know what you think of this look. I think, again, this is a very classic look. It's the lip that really does it, but these just, that eye shade is stunning. And I love the blush because it's very, very natural and yeah, it's just pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I, again, am loving CLE De Peau so much these days. It is emerging as my favorite line so far, so I'm happy to invest and try some of the new things out. Let me know if there's something else. I actually have a couple more things that I wasn't able to incorporate because it was like redundant in terms of putting it on. Like I have another lip color. So let me know if there's anything else from this line you want to see, because chances are I will probably pick it up along the way anyway. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. So blue eyes, beautiful. And also if you have brown, what?